Want to thank our sponsor here from Hawkeye of the Storm, Under the Kitchen. Randy Engel has been with us through it all. We appreciate Randy and his awesome artwork down in Des Moines. Check it out if you haven't already done so. Visit Under the Kitchen on Facebook, or you can also visit his new website. It's underthekitchen.square.site. This is a way you can support NIL and the Iowa Athletes. Plus, you're supporting this show and a small business down in Mitchellville. Again, that's underthekitchen.square.site. Thank you to Randy Engel at Under the Kitchen in Mitchellville.
Are they going to put Johnson on Caitlin? Because during the game, they said the LSU game, the LSU has only ran zone only 15 plays throughout the full year. Like they don't run.
They're going to put Flau'jae on her, and then the main person on there is going to be Poa. That's who's going to be really guarding her.
Well, that's the thing I was thinking about is, can you ever switch Johnson on Caitlin? Because if you do, that's risking Johnson getting worn out because she already is going to have to score. Now you're going to have her get
How much does Caitlin really run? Caitlin's not running. That's the thing. Caitlin isn't like you're guarding a Steph Curry. Caitlin just has the ball in her hands. It'd be different if she was running off screens and doing all this other stuff. She doesn't do that. So, the idea of getting tired with Caitlin is non-existent because she's not running around. So, for me, I think...
What I mean, though, is if a game like this, when she's focusing, which I'm glad she did, of driving to the basket and getting closer to the basket, of those bumps over time, that maybe could draw a foul or two. I don't know. I just don't know why they would put Johnson on Caitlin. And that's the whole question is, who are they going to put on Caitlin, really? That is either going to be able to... Poa.
That's who they're going to put on her. Yes. She's their best defensive player.
I don't know about that.
She is their best defensive player. She's taken probably 30 or 40 charges this year. Trust me, she's going to pick up a charge on Caitlin. It's guaranteed. It's going to happen because she is that.
She might.
I mean, at the end of the day,
that might be after the 5 layups Caitlin made, though.
Yeah, but again, you got to remember, Caitlin scored 40 points last year. We still lost, so it's really irrelevant what Caitlin does because she scored 40 and we lost. So it's everybody else. If everybody else can be effective, then I'm good with that. But Caitlin, I have what's the word? As far as Caitlin's scoring is concerned, I'm more so like Caitlin's gonna get hers one way or the other. Whether she's gonna jack up threes, drive to the basket, or live at the free throw line, she's gonna get hers one way or the other. It's if she is involving her teammates or not. That's what I care about the most.
Yeah.
But Poa is going to be her primary defender. That's definitely gonna happen. Because Flau'jae isn't
going to come off the bench.
No. So to start the game, my guess is they're going to start Flau'jae on her, but Poa is going to be a quick substitution. That's how she is all the time. Now, who she comes in for, that depends. And at the end of the day, that's who they're going to have on her for the majority of the game because that's their best defensive player. They'll rotate other people on her, of course, but she, just like every other team does, but she's going to be the primary defender on her. But again, if we can't box them out, none of this matters.
What were your thoughts on the LSU game overall? And what I mean by that is you've, especially Kashin has said things in the past, like they tend to lapse into selfish basketball. They tend to take two types of shots. It's either a hard grind or they do flash plays. There was another thing that somebody was observing on Twitter earlier that they looked kind of tired, and I kind of saw that. Are those the kind of things that you saw in the game when you were watching?
Yeah, so LSU is like a grinded out kind of team. Yeah. They don't beat people by 20, 30, 40. That's just not the kind of team they are. And one, because kind of like you said, they make everything difficult. Like everything has to be difficult for them. It has to be the flash. It has to be all of these things. The thing that saves them is their offensive rebounding ability. Yeah. Because they're getting twice as many shot opportunities as the other team. So they're able to get easy buckets if it's a putback, or they get to start their offense over again and probably hit, a contested shot or whatever the case is. I mean, you saw Flage. She got an offensive rebound, backed out to the three-point line and shot a contested three. Huh? Like, now it went in, but it's still the simple fact of that's probably not the greatest shot option. But again, that's who they are. So for me, I think, like I said, if we rebound, we have a very good chance at that. The other thing for me is run. Like, if we run, like, as far as our guards, I'm not even talking about Hannah. I'm talking about our guards. And obviously Hannah, she looked slow today. I don't know what was going on with her, but she didn't have the same speed. I felt like she should have been beating Von Lay up the floor way more than she was.
Do you feel like sometimes when she's in a matchup and she is undersized and it's clear she's undersized, that affects her psyche?
I wondered about that. I'm not going to lie. That is something I did wonder today.
Like she's tensing up a little bit.
Yeah, like she just seems scared. Like almost in the sense of like, and I know she's not. It just seemed like she hadn't been there before. I'm like, you played against better post players. You played against, what am I seeing here? Use your quickness. If you try to bully the girl and be strength for strength, pound for pound, you're going to lose every time. So use your quickness, get around her, beat her to the spot, that kind of stuff. But I mean, yeah, we just got to run, man. And I they do look tired. They don't seem very in shape to me.
No, with rebounding, what you were talking about there, I was concerned in the Iowa game watching because I did not see a lot of boxing out. And I don't know what happened there because I've seen it before throughout the season, but not to that level. And as I was watching, I'm like, if we get through this and we get to LSU, they're going to make us pay very dearly for not doing that. So
yeah, they have like 11 O boards or something like that. It's crazy.
I don't have the stats in front of me, but it seemed that way.
Because I remember them saying that in the announcers, and I was like, Lord Jesus, we can't do that on Monday. But it's going to be a different focus as far as what we're focusing on. I'm pretty sure that the boxing out was not a focus for this game. It definitely will be in the next game.